Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to our channel. As you can tell, we're doing part 2. We did a previous video of the hike with the storm damage, and we're going to complete it this afternoon. And we've got a wonderful, beautiful afternoon to do so. It's a little bit windy, but it is also very sunny. And I'm telling you, it's about 45, maybe 50 degrees. And it couldn't get any better than this. Well, a little bit warmer would be okay, but I'm completely happy with it. So we're going to, and let me tell you, my name is Kenny, and welcome back to our channel, folks. We appreciate you today. So we're going to take off. You stick around and let's go. Oh my God. Talking about that big tree that's totally devastated. Oh.
It split him right in half.
Oh my God. I hope it's safe to go under.
It should be.
We'll make it kind of fast because I don't like taking risk like that. So let's do it fast. That thing is split. Folks, we're starting this. This is part 2. Now, we're only going to go probably a couple of miles, which of course, that won't be the end of it, but we're not going to keep you all day, is what I'm telling you. And I'm pretty sure that we'll see some more storm damage.
Windy.
We're on top of a high mountain, and the wind is a little bit high. Woo. That's okay. Folks, it was really, really cold last night. I mean, it was really cold. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning and hit, it was about 28 degrees. And I can't remember how long it's been since it was 28 degrees the first week of May. Massive frost, and there was ice on my deck this morning. We don't want to go too fast. It seems as if the greater damage of that storm is pretty much fixed right on top of the ridge back here. Wow.
There's his roots down there.
I think it's okay to walk under this one without a problem. Let's step off the trail for just a second. Look at this Look at this stuff. Oh my God. That is, it's not totally uprooted. Wow.
Whoa. All through in there.
Such power of the storm. It's kind of strange to see this. The large monster-sized tree is blown down, and the tiny ones around it seemingly untouched at all. That's really crazy. Okay, let's get back on the trail. I have a feeling that's going to be hanging there for quite a long time. It's stuck with a fork right at the top. They're both huge hickory trees, and it's locked in and it's not going anywhere. That's a locust. I don't think it'll snap. Not gonna happen. Okay. I'm not alone today, folks. As you probably have noticed already. This is my grandson Cameron, folks. He decided he wanted to come with me this afternoon. We're going down a small, steep hill here, and it looks better over here. This is exciting to me, folks. I really do find, I know that many people would say you can't be serious about saying it, but let me say that this is thrilling, exciting to me. One of my favorite things to do. And you think about it, this is an untouched forest except for the damage of the storm. There is no litter, fresh air, peace and quiet. It doesn't get any better than this. I can see the path of this storm as it has took its downside that way, in that direction. I see the trees at a lower level down there. It looks like it just cleared a path, although it doesn't seem to be as bad as it is back there. fresh air and sunshine. It does a body good. This for two reasons, folks. Number one reason I do this is because I love it. Let me say that most of you that are viewing the video, you will agree with me on this. If what you're doing is something that you don't like that well, chances are you won't do it very long. Because if you like what you're doing, you will stick with it. If you don't like it, you won't do it. I do it because I love it. I love the sunshine. I love the fresh air. I love the peace and the quiet. There's no car horns honking. There's no telephones ringing. There's no constant sound of traffic and large crowds. I mean, this is the wide open space, and it's all mine. It's all to myself. And the second reason I do it is because of the health benefits that it provides. I will tell you folks that I'm in the 50s crowd. I am over 50. You may say, well, it's too hard for me. I'm over 50 and I can't really do that. That, I'm sure, is true in many cases. We all are different and we have our limitations. We can't always compete with each other, which that's not what we're trying to do at all. But I'm simply saying that there are lots of people that would love to be able to get out into the forest like this, but they can't because they have health issues from something, one thing or another, and it's just not possible for that to be because of their health. But like I said, I do this for health reasons. It strengthens your legs, your back, your arms, but most of all, it strengthens your heart and your lungs. Your heart and your lungs. I do it for these benefits. And I never get tired of it. But I like it. I love doing it. And that's why I just continue to do it. We're going to step off the path because that is blocked. But we'll go back around down here on this spot right here. There's a little detour there, but we want to look over this cliff. There's a nice rocky cliff here. We want to get some shots of it. It is so beautiful on top of these big rocks. And right down here to the right, right over here, I can see that storm, there was a tree planted right on top of that cliff on that rock. And that tree has been uplifted. And now it's on the ground. And you can see the big, huge cavity in the rock where the root just uplifted off of the top of that rock. That is awesome. Let's get back on the trail, son. We will go down here. Go around this little spot. We're going down over some large rocks. I think there has been an elk herd that has moved through here. Pretty good possibility of that, according to the tracks. Yeah, I think there's been some elk went through here. So awesome. there used to be people, folks, that I'm sure lived in this region, probably 75 to 100 years ago. And there's evidence of it because this little cemetery that we're coming up on would indicate that there were probably maybe 2 or 3 families that lived here, maybe more. Right out here, if I may point, there's a small cemetery right in this area here, and there's just stones, and most of them don't have any dates on them. This one right here is the only stone. The only stone, the rest of them are just headstones. That one has the only one that's got a date on it. Let's go, son. Now we're going downhill again. We're going downhill again. I think we pretty much have left the path of the storm. I don't see much damage this way. I think we've pretty much left the main path of that storm behind us, which that's a good thing. That is a great thing. It's very hard to find places like this anymore. I mean, it really don't matter where you go. It is difficult to find places that are like this, where there's no litter, just clean and beautiful. It's hard to find like that. Hard to find places like that anymore. Now we're going up, folks, a little tiny steep spot. This may sound crazy to some people, but if I have a choice, I'd rather go up a steep place rather than go down it. It's a little bit more difficult, but it just feels better going up a steep place rather than going down it to me. We have been coming, folks, I think. I've been checking the time. We've been coming about close to a half hour. Close to it. Normally when I travel this path or wherever I'm traveling, walking, hiking, I usually try to make about one session, which I will try for about 4.5 miles, sometimes 6 miles. This is just normal hiking for me. Oh, the sky is so blue. It is so blue. Through here you can see such a beautiful blue sky. Right over here, just take a look at that. Look at this. That path that goes down that hill. If the leaves were not on the trees, you could see for a mile that way. You can see for a mile. It is so beautiful back here. Let's go down this big hill. We won't go very far down here because it's pretty steep right through here. Okay. wind is a powerful force, and water is as well. This is washed out almost beyond travel with a dirt bike, although it is still currently used. But as you can see, this is almost deep enough to compare it to as deep as that stick, or maybe even deeper. But we'll go down just a little bit farther and let you get a look at these massive washed out ruts in the road. So I think we will pretty much, we've probably come about 2.5 miles farther on this second trip with this, folks. There's a possibility that maybe a little bit farther. We could have went a little bit farther. But we hope that you have enjoyed this second part of this travel through this storm damage. And we will, in the future, of course, we will do some more videos of places like this that we love to travel through. So we're going to stop right here, and we could go farther, but we're going to stop right here at this point. But we hope that you've enjoyed this little two-time event with this hike through the forest. I love it, I love it, I love it, and we hope that you have enjoyed it. So if you like it, folks, if you like it, just take the time to subscribe. Subscribe to our channel and hit that like button and give us a big thumbs up. And let us hear from you with your comments. Oh, we would appreciate it if whatever you'd like to comment on. I mean, that's you. You may like the forest, and you may like certain things in the forest. Whatever, it really doesn't matter. But we'll stop right here, and we appreciate you, and we look forward to hearing from you. So